So Hyperkin's got a new little toy on the way, and it's pretty cool, but let's talk about it. Okay, so yeah, I am a decent fan of Hyperkin. If you don't know, if you haven't been on this channel for very long, and it's a very, very big possibility. Look, back in Reploid Productions, I was talking about Hyperkin. I was talking about Hyperkin when I was still on the ReploidBill channel. I think I may have mentioned that I had something from Hyperkin. I think I had the Retron 3, and then of course the Retron 5 came out and blew me away, and I've liked a lot of their controllers, and they're a good company for going backwards in time. In fact, they may be one of the best in terms of going back in time to check out some old games, and this one is pretty cool. This right here is a new little toy. This little cube puts Game Boy games on the big screen. And that's fair. That's exactly what this does. This little device that they are currently calling the Retron Square. It might be called the Retron Squared. I think it's called the Retron Square. Anyways, this little thing is going to be fairly cool. What it does is it plays Game Boy games, Game Boy Color games, and Game Boy Advance games, and it will play them on an HD screen. It'll play them on your big screen TV. That's exactly what this does, and I guess where I'm coming from, I guess the concern that I'm seeing is that, well, you're seeing as I scroll through here, these are pretty cool. And it is a good idea. It is a pretty cool idea what this is talking about doing. But I have my own personal concern about it. And even though this plays your games on HD, it puts it. Here's my concern about it. Let's go to my concern. Okay, so here's my concern. This is my concern right here. This is it. This is what they're referring to as the Hyper Beach. It's pretty cool. You can see it right there. It's solid. It's going to do exactly what it's supposed to do. That's not a bad controller at all. You got your Super Nintendo Dogbone-esque design. Very solid. And I do believe that these guys make decent replacement controllers for the retro consoles. Or if you want the different one, there's another one right here. This is a black and gold edition, and that's pretty cool too. So there's two versions you can pick from right here. Very solid versions. And they cost relatively $80. Of course, you're going to be paying for shipping and handling and things like that. So I'm referencing around $80 is my guess once everything is said and done. However, if you could get your hands on a Retron 5, you're really doing yourself a bigger favor. A way bigger favor. Now, these are getting a little more difficult to hunt down, but they are still something that you can find when they are in stock. When they're in stock, when they exist, when you can find them, they're definitely a good deal. They're literally worth having. The Retron 5 is a solid piece of equipment. I'm going to be honest with you. It really is. The Retron 5 will play Nintendo, Famicom, Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, Sega Genesis, Game Boy, Game Boy Advanced, and Game Boy Color, and with the adapter, it will also play the Mega Drive games. 9 friggin' systems. That is pretty substantial. Normally, when I find these, there's this place, Mega Replay, that I go to. When I find these in stock at Mega Replay, they run relatively $89. Their support, they have HD support, and they are literally compatible with all the original retro controllers, and those are actual ports there on the side there. Yes, it will work with an original Nintendo controller. It will work with an original Sega Genesis controller. It will work with an original SNES Dogbone controller, and it is compatible with the new Hyperkin Dogbone SNES looking controller that they make personally. In my personal opinion, that wireless controller, it works really well, but it seems to break really easy. Mine broke pretty simply, and I wasn't even rough on it, and then I just switched to using the actual controllers. The other thing to keep in mind with this system, if I'm going to call it out, if I'm going to say something bad about it, the Super Nintendo drive did break. Nothing else on the system ever broke. The Super Nintendo did break. However, this new version that you can get, which I think they're calling it the Beach Edition or something like that. This new version supposedly doesn't have that problem anymore. Supposedly, that problem is fixed. And if that's true, then this is pretty much the way to go here. New device from Hyperkin. It is legitimately interesting. I gotta be honest, that is pretty cool. It's really cool to be able to play those games. But man, I gotta say, if the Retron 5s are coming back into circulation, and I've been seeing them, they are obtainable again in different places, and that new version is supposedly fixed. The only problem that I ever had with the system, I don't know that this is... I mean, it's cool. I always like to see new things from Hyperkin. But man, that has been 2 news articles in a row that we have done where I've been like, this is a cool thing, but like, so another but like news thing. Damn. I'm gonna get out of here.
I have spoken. Take what you will from it.